Peace. Today is May 20th, 2023. I'm Jamal Robinson, 720astrology.com. Want to speak briefly about May 21st, which is Mars ingress into Leo. It's a big deal because Mars will be part of a grand fixed cross. We will have Mars 0 degrees of Leo. We have Jupiter at 0 of Taurus. We have Pluto retrograde at 0 of Aquarius. And we have the nodal axis 3 degrees of Taurus and Scorpio. Taurus is the north node, Scorpio is the south node. So this is a big deal because a square is of the nature of Mars, and Mars is about action. So when we have a square, there is some type of action that needs to occur, or there must be the acceptance of an action that has taken place. When we have a grand cross, then we not only have a square, we've got 4 squares. Square is 90 degrees, 4 times 90 is 360. So we've got full activity around the circle of the zodiac, which means it is the Martian energy times 4. Because Mars is so action oriented, it's so assertive, when we have a grand cross, there can be increased angst, there can be anxiety, there can be aggression, there can be impatience. So although action is required during a grand cross, the question we have to ask is, am I taking the right action? Am I taking the right action? Will be what needs to be at the forefront of the week and needs to be the echo that stays with us, especially throughout this week. And we're talking about from May 21st through May 27th, when this configuration will be the strongest. It will be this week. But we're gonna feel it though, well beyond this week. But it'll be its most intense from May 21st through May 27th. It's a week of action. But again, am I taking the right action? We want to think about this. Where is Mars exalted? Mars is exalted in Capricorn because Capricorn gives that fiery activity of Mars direction. Because Mars, in one of its natural signs that it rules, Aries, wants to start things, initiate things. But it's not a sustaining power in Aries. It's initiatory. It sparks. It's the flint and the stone that create a spark, but it's not what sustains the fire. In Capricorn, Mars is giving direction. It's saying, hey, all right, you started this thing. You provided the initial spark to take action. Now let me show you how to direct this so we can climb this mountain. I'm referring to Mars because, again, 90-degree angles in astrology are of the nature of Mars. They spur us to action. Approaching this from Mars exaltation in Capricorn encourages us to think about the long game, not the short game, the long game. What's going to be the long-term effects of the actions I take this week? And check it out. I'm not talking at you. I'm talking to you and to myself as well. Because I'm definitely not the most patient person in the Western Hemisphere. Not by a long shot. So as I'm recording this, I'm like, okay, I have to go back and watch this myself. But it's better to know what the weather is going to be than to get out there on the highway and all of a sudden you're in a torrential downpour like we were just last night. Because I hadn't watched the news. I didn't know it was going to rain cats and dogs. But I had to deal with it. We look at these astrological forecasts to get a sense of what the weather's going to be so we can prepare accordingly. All right? So big things can emerge this week. Life-changing things can emerge. We want to do our best to ensure that the life-changing activities and situations are working towards our greater good, the most positive outcome possible, and that we don't create catastrophe because we flew off the handle, and lost control. So, in conclusion, because this is a grand fixed cross, we especially want to look at the fixed signs in your chart. This will affect all of us because all of us have fixed signs in our charts. But people who are going to really feel this are Taurians born between April 20th and 23rd. Leos born between July 23rd and 26th. Scorpios born between October 24th and 27th. And Aquarians born between January 20th and 23rd. You especially want to be mindful this week and to not let the energies grab you. In the Vedic tradition, the planets are called grahas. Graha means grabbers. And we're always taught in astrology, the planets impel, they don't compel. Meaning the energies run through us, but they don't compel us. They don't make us do things. It's all about what we allow. How do we respond to the energies? And this is a week we want to, as best we can, not be grabbed. Not allow something or some energies to walk into us uninvited and have us doing something out of character, crazy, and creating situations that can have negative effects for years to come. Jamal Robinson, 720 Astrology. Hey, follow the channel, whatever they call this on TikTok. Share this video and all that other stuff you're supposed to do on social media. Peace.